Hello and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Belle, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Belle's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give the puppies while we're working with them, and the training equipment we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he'll keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves the left hand free to give a correction. The correction, if needed, is just a slight tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You'll want to keep that collar high up behind Belle's ears, which will give you the most control over her. You'll notice that Belle is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first command that we'll demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. And you'll notice that Belle has been trained to walk nicely on your left at your pace. So there should be no lagging behind or pulling forward. And incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. So anytime you stop moving your feet, Belle should sit nicely on your left waiting for her next command. It's important that when you're working with Belle, you keep her motivated and interested in the training. This is a great mental workout for her, so praise her when she does her commands. The next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command. The stay is a hand and a voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm and the one-word firm command to stay. When you first start practicing this command, you're going to want to make your sit stays relatively short, but build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. When Fred returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around, and she should remain seated until she receives praise or another command. Very nicely done. We'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay again for you. Fred's going to give her a stay. And this time, instead of returning back, Fred will demonstrate the recall or the come on command. The command is Belle come, and she should come in and sit nicely right in front of you. And then Fred will have her return back to heel position. Show that to you again. She comes in, sits nicely right in front, and then back to heel. Very good job. It's important that you incorporate all of these commands into your daily life, but also we recommend that you set aside about 10 to 15 minutes a day to run through the commands in a formal session such as this video. The next command that Fred will demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. Whenever you give Belle the down command, you always want to have her seated first. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. As with the sit stay, you want to make your down stays relatively short in the beginning, but then build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. This is a great exercise to help develop her maturity and self-control, so practice this often, especially in your home. When Fred returns back, Belle should remain lying down until she receives praise or another command. Very nicely done. Show you down from a heel position again. Very good job. And then this time, instead of going back to her, Fred will call her in. Command is Belle come. She comes in nicely and sits right in front of Fred. Perfectly done. And then back to heel. Very good job. The last command that I'm going to give Fred a minute to set up for here is down from a distance. He's going to leave Belle in a sit stay. And this time he will give her the down command from the end of the training leash. Very nicely done. These are all the formal obedience commands that Belle has learned while she's been at school with us. She has been such a pleasure to have here. We've really enjoyed her so much, and we ask that you keep us posted on how she's doing once she returns home to you, and please call us for a follow-up lesson. Thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.